Oi loves, it's your boy here, back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and we have a new update today. So we go over here to the updates, and there's actually quite a bit of interesting things going on, along with one of my most awaited refines that we're about to get, so let's talk about it. So first and foremost, the memento events are going to be added to Hero's Journey. More of these, I guess, is good. Every single time they rerun this, they add 3 more mementos, so just some more nonsensical times to be had in there. Alright, then we're getting these new Ephemera codes. So we have here Summer Loot, which is pretty good because I believe she has Flora Guide as her weapon. Very good inheritable tome for blue. Then we have the Summer Gunthra, who I'm pretty sure she comes with Disarm Trap, which is amazing fodder for Aether raids. So very nice to get her as a manual, and another free-to-play copy of Disarm Trap. We had Layla before from... What was Layla from? I think she was one of the divine codes that you could get. So now having another copy of Disarm Trap is very nice. Okay, we're also getting 2 of the Tempest Trial reward units this time around. So we're getting Ignatz, and then we're getting Kaiser. Very, very good stuff to see that. So... You know, actually, that makes me think because we get very limited amounts of these Ephemera codes. So you're going to have to really choose whether you want to go for the merges on the Tempest Trial heroes or go for the skill fodder of the 5-star units. Because the 4 stars only cost 100 codes while the 5 stars cost 300. So I think we get around like 450 Ephemera codes on average per set. So... Or it might be a little more. I think they give you just enough to get 2 of the 5 stars and then 1 of the 4 stars. So maybe something around like 700 Ephemera codes. So if you were to want to get both Ignatz and Kaiser, you're going to have to choose between whether you want to go for your merge projects or go for the 5 stars. So I do think that's more interesting, and them speeding up the rate of these Tempest Trial codes is definitely a lot better. Because some people may want to build Ignatz, and some people may want to build Kaiser, and them just releasing both at once like this means you don't have to wait as long for your turn to show up. So very nice there. Also Balthus as a manual. Pretty good. I built Balthus to +10, and I use him all the time. Very fantastic arena unit, and he scores pretty good. So just making it easier for 4-star merges if you're trying to go for him. Okay, then we have the new refines, which are going to be coming up. I find it very interesting that once again there's no legendary or mythic hero remix in this batch. So that's 2 updates now where they skipped off on doing that, and I'm really not sure what the holdup is. Like, why are they not doing the mythic and legendary remixes anymore? Because before they were doing 2 at a time, and then they slowed it down to 1 at a time, and now they just completely slowed it down to 0 at a time. So I guess they're trying to milk them for more duration, like get more updates where they can possibly do remixes. But that being said, they release legendary heroes every month and mythic heroes every month. So I don't know, man. They might as well just get them over with now while they have time. All right, but regardless, we're getting Ranulf for his refine. We're getting the Picnic Flora. We are getting the Fallen Berkut. We're getting Valoria, and then we're getting Naesala. So Naesala is one of my most awaited. I have him at pretty high merges. We can quickly take a look at my Naesala. Where is Naesala? Okay, so here we go. I did actually pick him up when he was a form of soul, and I got him some good stuff. Like, as you see there, I have Attack and Speed Catch 4, Attack and Speed Menace, and AD Near Trace. So I was able to deck him out pretty well. I'm very happy about that. I'm very excited to see what his refine is going to be. Literally, me and Wylio were just streaming yesterday, and we were talking about which Grand Hero battle units we want to see get refines, because, you know, Wily has got the +10 wall heart, and she loves using him. So if they give Naesala the wall heart treatment and just give him this crazy refine, he's going to be really good. Like, I think, honestly, he's already still really good. Just having 3 mobility as a flyer and being a solid Gale Forcer is definitely in this guy's favor. He's one of the better Grail projects still. So him with a refine is going to be sick. Alright, let's go back to the update. Ranulf needs it really bad, too. I mean, what is Ranulf's current weapon? Like, drive, attack, and defense? And it's not even joint drive. It's like attack and defense up 3 to allies in 2 spaces or something. It was abysmal. I don't know what they were thinking with Ranulf. Literally because he came out on the same banner that had Caden, I think. So, it's like, why would you ever summon for Ranulf as support when you could just go for Caden? And then we have Little Red Riding Hood Valoria. I still don't have a copy of Valoria, but she's still pretty solid with her support, giving allies and herself -2 special cooldown at the start of turn 1. So she could be really interesting with a refine. Flora, I actually also took Flora with the Forma Soul, just because I think the armored units coming with access to save skills is very good for Forma options. So I do have a copy of her. I'm not sure what her refine is going to be, but I wasn't too blown away by her sister's refine, so maybe they'll give her a better one. I don't know yet. We'll just have to find out. And then Fallen Berkut is also, like, not really that great. I believe he gets distant counter if he has an ally in 3 spaces. But then after combat, all allies in 3 spaces take 20 chip damage or something. It's very similar to the way Duo Lift and regular Lift works, where they damage the nearest ally after combat. But Berkut, he wasn't really that interesting even on release, so him getting a refine could be pretty good. And I'd also love to see refines for the other units, the other Fallen heroes that were released at the same time as him. So like Fallen Korin, Fallen Tiki. I think Fallen Tiki could be pretty interesting. So those are going to be the refines for this batch. Let me know which one of these you're most excited for. But y'all already know King Kilvis has got my attention. Alright, we're getting an update to Summoner Duels as well. So, certain on-screen text will be removed from replays. The text player's name move that appears on screen each time either player makes a move will be cut to shorten playback time. Okay. And then alter foe's name option will be added. So, the option will allow players participating in Summoner Duels to see the opponent's name as Kieran instead of the actual name. That's funny. Oh, man, you know why they did that? It's because, like, people like to make sussy names, like Palm Hub, if you guys have ever seen him, and I'm not gonna, like, mention other ones. There's some very not safe for work names out there, so, like, I guess this update is very needed. I'm surprised they only did it for Summoner Duels. I'm surprised they wouldn't do it for all the other modes as well. But, okay, I guess they're trying to censor the names a little bit, which I can't blame them for. Some of the names are very, very not okay. Alright, then we also are getting this brand new Captain Seal, which is Storm of Blows. So, neutralizes bonuses of Captain's foes during combat. And Captain and allies in 2 spaces can make a guaranteed follow-up attack. Pretty sure null follow-up is still going to stop that, so it's kind of a moot point. I guess the nullify bonuses could be okay. Oh, actually, nullifying bonuses is pretty good of a counter against Treachery. So, the Harmonic Roy that grants Treachery, which is really difficult to tank. I don't think anyone can reliably tank that guy when he pops his Harmonic skill. So, nullifying his bonuses, that's going to be very effective. Although, we're going to have to see what other Captain Seals are going to be in this set. Because, of course, anytime Quick Draw or anytime Corrosion is in play, those are the ones you want to go for. Nullifying save skills and, like, just going first at the start of every turn. Very powerful seals. Alright, we're also getting an increase to favor level up to 2,000. I still have not gotten past 1,000 favor level. Just goes to show how much I actually play the game. I've checked out a while ago, guys, honestly, but maybe eventually I'll get to it and actually play favor battles again to get the max favor rewards. It is nice, though, that they update that every so often for the people that care. Alright, we're also getting an update to Arena. So, tiers 12 through 17 will be adjusted, so players in those tiers are less likely to drop to a lower tier. I guess that means they're going to widen the amount of, like, leeway between dropping and promoting. We can quickly go over to Arena. I'll show you guys what I mean. So, I'm in tier 20 right now. actually one of the few times where me being in tier 20 is helpful. So we can see the 3 possible like growths that you can do per season. So if you're in top 20, you're going to rank up to the next tier. If you're in the middle bracket, you're going to stay in the same tier. And then if you're in the bottom 30%, you will rank down. So basically what you need to do is be within the top 70% of your tier to rank up. I'm assuming they're probably going to widen that range a little bit more to make it easier to rank up or easier to stay the same. Maybe it'll be like bottom 10% or bottom 20% rank down, and then top 80 or top 90 will stay the same or rank up. So that is nice to see, little quality of life updates for people in those tiers. I think what they should have did though was increase it for tier 21 a little bit, because the score creep in tier 21 is just out of control now. Even I can't remain in tier 21 anymore. I've been bouncing back and forth between tier 20 and tier 21. So that just goes to show, like, people that wailed years ago just don't have any place in the game anymore. Alright, we're getting updates to Aether raids. So Hex Trap is going to be leveled up to level 5 now. That's pretty good. Right now it's only targeting enemies with 55 HP. And for that structure to be as effective as necessary, it's going to have to target up to like 70 HP or above. So 60 is still not high enough, but certainly a lot better than 55. A lot of the glass cannon units with low HP are going to be over 55 with 3 blessings active. So 60 HP I think is going to be just enough to avoid like getting blocked out by some of the glass cannons. But if it goes up to 70 and above, that's where I think we need to see the Hex Trap get to. Alright, then we're getting an update to Mjolnir's Strike. Ooh. Let's skip that. Okay, we're getting an update to the Heroic Grails. Alright, so Baby Boyd is going to be added, as well as Mommy Dommy Hilda. Pretty good options there. I am actually looking forward to building Boyd, because on, what is it, odd number turns, the turn where he gets like plus 10 to attack and speed or plus 15 attack and speed, and then he gains bonus true damage based on his attack. That dude is a monster on those turns. And yeah, on the other opposite turns, like even turns I think it is, he only gains attack and speed up 5. But big freaking deal, just fight on odd number turns only, and he's a god. So yeah, I think I'm going to build Boyd. He also scores pretty good at 185, so another one of these bulky axe units. He's basically just going to be a better version of Balthus, and I already love using Balthus already, so yeah, Boyd is going to be an awesome one. Alright, we're getting another change, a result of upgrading Idun's weapon will be changed. Okay, I don't even know what happened here. Alright, so before it granted defense up 3, effective against armor, if foe initiates, or if unit's HP is over 100% or under 100% rather, at the start of combat, nullifies penalties to unit and grants all stats up 4, and then adaptive damage. Alright, that's what it did before, and then now it does grants defense up 3, effective against armor. If foe initiates combat, if a negative status effect is active on the unit at the start of combat, or if unit's HP is under 100% at the start of combat, neutralizes penalties to units and grants all stats up 4 during combat. And then also has adaptive damage. Okay, I have no idea like what the difference is there. I guess now they're making it a little bit easier for her to activate it, because now there's another condition if there's a negative status effect active on her. So she could player phase with this now. I guess that's kind of okay. More consistently anyway, because being below full HP, you'd be able to player phase and get that on the dual phase anyway. But now, if you're at full HP and you have a negative status effect active, you can actually gain her bonuses there. So not too bad for Idun. I think her refine was already pretty strong with all the damage reduction she gets on the first hit. So just seeing a little tiny buff for her, that's nice. Alright, they added the merge heroes with lower star rating option already. Or if they didn't, they're going to be adding it with this update, so I guess that's fine. I've never made that mistake of merging a hero with a lower rarity into a higher rarity hero. But I guess it's just there for people that want it, I guess. I don't know, it's not a big deal. And then finally, we're getting an update to the sprites for the Pelagian Darja. So we have here... Oh, it looks like they shaded her eyes a little bit, so it looks like she's more of a... How do I say it? Like a yandere or something? I don't know how to describe Darja. I guess you could say she's a yandere because she's trying to hex Robin. And I would liken her more to overly attached girlfriend than anything. But okay, there you go. So a little sprite adjustment for Darja. That's fine. And that's basically everything in here. So, got a couple of interesting things. Double Tempest Trial units now coming up for the Ephemera codes is nice, just to speed up the rate that we can merge them. Then we're getting a very long-awaited GHB remix for me, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about all this. This is your boy Tacho signing out, so take care, fellas, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.